Good morning. Welcome to Kahuna Tarot. My name is Alexander. I'm a kahuna in Hawaiian culture that is a shaman. I'm here today to deliver the daily tarot message. The cards we are going to be using today are the Energy Oracle deck, and I'll also be using this Kali Oracle deck. Those are the decks that are calling out to me, so we will use those today. But before we do that, I will cleanse this space. I will use the Vajra bell today to cleanse the space. So if you have any sound sensitivity, now's a good time to turn on the volume. I'll also be using the Vajra to channel messages as I'm pulling cards as well. So that'll just be off to the side, more of a subliminal message. The first deck I'm going to use is the Energy Oracle deck. Just get a feel for what is the overall energy, what do we need to be aware of, what do we need to know. So let me shuffle these cards and we'll get right into the message. God, what do you want me to tell people at this time? What messages do you want me to relay to the people? Use me as a channel, God, to relay any messages people may need to see at this time. Alright, let's see. What do you want us to know, God? What do you want me to tell the people at this time? What do you want people to be aware of at this time? So I have this cherry raspberry here on my desk, and what was kind of standing out to me is, as it's on the table here, when I move, it's kind of reflective. There's little beads on there that show different light as you move. So something about perspective is coming up. And then confirmation is we have positive action. I thought it said positive thinking there. There's another card in here that is positive thinking, but it says positive action. So like how I was looking at that raspberry or cherry, and as the light reflected off of the beads, I'm getting you should consciously be aware of your energy. Where is your focus going? What are you putting your attention on? And then since the card is purple, intuition is coming up along with third eye. So intuitively, you may be knowing that something is pulling on your energy, or there needs to be a shift in what you focus on. Next card out is joy. So like how I was saying, focus on the things that bring you joy, that make you happy, that fulfill your soul. A few cards came out there. Listen to life. So what is happening in your life is an expression of the energy that you hold habitually, something that you are constantly thinking about, expressing. Then we have balance, which is what I was talking about, just being aware of your energy, where it's going. Let the thoughts come into your mind, embrace that feeling, but let it go back into the universe, back into Mother Earth and Father Sky. In Hawaiian culture, we call that Papa and Wakeo. Next card out is Divine Light. So with that, I'm getting God, your ancestors, the universe, your higher self is trying to show you a difference here in energy. They're trying to show you how you may be imbalanced at this time in your life, or maybe aspects in your life that are imbalanced. So let's say you have certain relationships that are holding you back, or your job is being a little bit too stressful. There may be a need to set energetic boundaries, or cleanse your space and cleanse your energy a little bit more than you are currently doing. And there is a what's standing out is to focus on things that make you happy, bring you joy, soul fulfillment. At the bottom of the deck we have me, which represents going back into yourself, self-love, self-respect, knowing who you truly are, expressing that freely. Then we have vitality. To me, that is like a rejuvenation of your spirit when you follow your heart, follow your higher purpose. You just feel very fulfilled, and it creates a confirmation loop of positivity. Then we have being true, which is kind of just what I was just talking about, is authentic soul expression. At the top of the deck we have attention. So like I was saying, pay attention to where your energy is going. Pay attention to the things that are affecting you. But let's move on to the next deck, Kali. Anything else that you want us to know about or be aware of? So far we have just awareness of energy, mostly mental energy. Where is it going? And because the first card out had to do with an action, it seems like there needs to be some type of shift. You need to consciously make a choice to shift a mental perspective or cleanse the energy. There needs to be some type of action taken to balance out this imbalance of energy. And this is being brought to you currently. You might have already been feeling this a little bit off. There is a full moon coming up on the 29th, so that could be affecting your energy as well, pulling on your emotions, which is the water. That's what the moon does, it affects water. Let's see, anything else? Anything else? It's been a while since I used this deck, so we'll see the energy that comes out. If you follow along astrology, this full moon is supposed to be very auspicious. So make sure you're setting your intentions for manifestation, and also cleansing and doing offerings to your ancestors as well. It's a good time to look into that because you still have a few days before it is the full moon. So we have Kuru Kula. It's a green card. With this, I'm getting a protection of your heart. Like how it's talking about doing things that bring you joy. Yeah, there needs to be a focus on that. Doing things that bring you joy. And basically protecting that energy. Don't allow other energies to be projected onto you. When you realize this, you have to take an action to either protect your energy, deflect it, or neutralize, transmute the energy that is being sent towards you. Then we have Bhairavi Yogini. This is kind of giving me a sacrifice. Like with the protecting of your heart energy, you may have to let something go. And on this skull here, there's like a red marking that represents the root chakra. So this could be affecting you, survival instincts, fear, things to do with stability. So this thing that you have to let go of might actually be, there might be some emotion there, some attachment. So just be aware of that as well. Let me get a few more cards. See. So just know that this is a general message. If you want a personal message, you can message me on any of these platforms, or even on my Facebook. There is a link to my website where it shows the different services I offer. This is Colorartry, but it was in reverse. So this, whatever this is that is affecting you or that needs to be let go of, it was hidden, but now it's being illuminated. So you know what this is. It could be a person, a job, a place, possibly even an object. Because I brought up the full moon, it could be blocking you from your manifestations. One more card. Kali Kalmasa Nasini. So this card was also in reverse, so it's kind of telling me don't worry. Things are playing out how they're supposed to. You are aware of what you're supposed to be aware of. Just keep doing things that make you happy, and that vibration will overcome any obstacles as long as you're being true to yourself. See the bottom of the deck, we have blue Tara. That is kind of like a blossoming. That's abundance. The sun is shining very brightly. This is giving me spiritual growth, wisdom, and an abundant time. There's also flowers over here, so things are blooming. At the top of the deck, you have Chamunda. This is kind of giving me like a dark energy, maybe like a demon or an attachment. Like I was saying, it's affecting your root chakra and heart chakra. There's some type of entanglement there, and that's probably what this demon is some type of negative energy that is holding you back. Could even possibly be a limiting mindset. So something to be aware of. Like I said, you probably already know what this is. It could be a combination of things. So whatever is at the top of your priority list should definitely, you should be taking things out in that order. Whatever needs to go first, and then second, and so on. But that was the reading, guys. I hope you liked it. I hope it resonated. As always, take what resonates and leave the rest. Not everything will resonate with you. This is a general message. But like, comment, subscribe, share. I'm trying to grow this channel. In the description box, there is the information for my Facebook. I will post this video on my Facebook as well. And my Facebook has a link to my website where it shows the different services I offer. Also, I published 3 books if you're interested. All of them are around $20. So pretty reasonable price. They're different genres. Well, one of them is like my autobiography. Another one is kind of self-help. Yeah, but if you're interested in those, let me know. Message me on these platforms and I'll get back to you. Other than that, I will see you guys later and have a great day.